Good morning. I think I've finally gotten live on my other phone, and I apologize for the challenges. I've been here ready to start for quite a while, and hopefully the connection is going and you can see me and hear me now, and a few people will be online soon. So I think I could use some more oils right now. So I'm going to I think I'll pull up clarity. What caused this issue today? Truly, I had it all set. It said my live video had started. However, there was no picture. So hopefully everything is okay. I hope you've had a beautiful, beautiful week, or in this case, it's actually been 2 weeks because I was not here last week. So I'm going to get started clearing some energy with the Tibetan bowls and bell. So just apply whatever oil you have at this particular moment and just take a deep breath and enjoy. Clearing these bowls away so I won't hit them with my rings and knock them over or whatever. But once again, happy Sunday, and I'm so happy to see those of you who are already here live. And what kind of week have you had? What kind of period have you had? Today's topic, getting it all together. As I was preparing, I was thinking about the fact that this is the stage we have been going through our journey of the glyphs. And this is the stage where we are bringing things together. It also is that beautiful period where tomorrow we have a new moon, a very powerful new moon. And it got me to thinking about the fact that one of the things I love so much about being here in Bali is that every single day is celebrated. It is celebrated with gratitude for being here. They have ceremonies and their offerings placed in multiple locations of every single compound, every single building, to support all of us, to remind all of us of the gratitude of this particular day, being in this particular moment. They also celebrate with extra ceremonies and extra reminders, extra offerings, the moon cycles, that new moon, that time of creativity, of bringing in the new things, creating your dream. The full moon, the time to release all of those fears and beliefs and things, whether it's physical things or emotional baggage that we're holding on to, things that no longer are serving us. And it's this cyclical process. As I was putting together the steps of the Rainbow Healing System, I truly was unaware. I'll let you know, truly. It didn't come from up here, it came from here. And I was really unaware of just how those steps went right along with the entire cyclical cycle of life, because life is not a straight line. Life is that cycle of creating, of letting go, of growing. That is the key to it all. Every single cycle, whether it is a moment, a day, a week, a year, whatever, we have new opportunities to do things differently. And that is what we have been doing over this period of time, because we have the glyphs of the Rainbow Healing. As is a reminder, we start out with clearing the blocks, because when we're blocked in any area, we are not going to move. We are not going to be 100%. Now, will we ever clear all of our blocks at every level, the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual levels? Probably not. We won't choose to be here at that point. However, this is the beginning. And this is that beautiful energy of geranium essential oil. I have so many things, as always, sitting on my desk, which is why I have to clear away the bowls. But that geranium essential oil, the frequencies that rhodochrosite crystal is capable of holding, to really remind us, to assist us in letting go, that warm pink energy, clearing the blocks. Those blocks we experience in many different levels. Those of you who have been following us, or if you have your app on the phone, that checking in process, one of the major steps of the checking in is those 8 words. Are we clear on those 8 words? Well, I can. Now, I'm going to admit to you that I have been kind of not surprised, but it's kind of annoying actually, because I have managed to be clear on I can, I am, I will, I choose, I have, I love, even on I create, which was blocked from most of my life. And then there's the 8th word, I enjoy. How many of us feel guilty when we are enjoying things? How many of us look for the joy in each situation? Do we look for the solution? Now, those of us who are or have been workaholics look for solutions, and we pressure ourselves to work harder and harder. So the thing that I forget is to enjoy, to get the fun back. Now, last week, I chose not to be here. I have felt guilty. I felt guilty making that choice, because I have only missed 3 or 4 times of Facebook Live my Sundays in the last 3.5 years. So that's a commitment that I made, and I feel guilty when I choose to do something else. However, that allowed me to nurture myself, and that's farther along in the journey, because that after we begin clearing the blocks, that second step is that establishing our own true energy flow, that lavender energy that is anchored by lavender essential oil, and that crystal, it can be held by the crystal of amethyst, because each of us has a perfect energy signature that is unique to us. And when we are attempting to utilize energy flow that is not appropriate for us, we are weak. We are definitely not strong, and that will create more blocks. So as you see, we're building, clearing out the channels, putting in our true energy. And how do we find this out? We make that connection with the source and we listen. It's really, really difficult sometimes to listen to our guidance when we're hearing something different from all of the people who love us, or the norms, the things that we have grown up believing and doing to make that change. It's difficult. So it's not something we're all going to do all at once. It's something that is that process, that cyclical process of building up, of establishing first our foundation, which that third step is to begin to lift off those veils of illusion, those masks that we have had on that have prevented us from seeing the magnificence, the greatness that each and every one of us has. This is that sparkling golden apricot energy, that energy that's anchored by both cedar wood, I have cedar wood, and copaiba essential oils here. And this is that energy that also can be held by amber crystal and the red jasper. So as we begin to peel off those layers that of armor that has been hiding who we are, that has fooled even us from seeing ourselves, our greatness inside, then we're ready for the next step. This fourth step, these first four are really that foundation that is all about, it's essential. You can't build a strong wall without a strong foundation, or a strong building without the foundation. If the foundation is weak, then the building tumbles. We've been having lots and lots of earthquakes here in Southeast Asia, and they rock things that have no solid foundation. They crumble and fall. However, nothing that has that strong foundation crumbles. And that's where this fourth step comes in, of nurturing ourselves, finding that perfect balance of giving and receiving. Most of us have truly, truly been taught all of our lives that it's better to give than receive. And deep down, no matter what else we think about, deep down inside, we feel guilt when we nurture ourselves, when we put ourselves first or equal. Because truly, just like on airlines, if you can remember flying, they tell you that oxygen mask, put on your own first, and then help the children and others around you. Because if you are not strong, you cannot possibly help others. So these first four steps are truly all about us, okay? In fact, the whole journey is all about us, the first 9 steps at least. So we're up now to the 5th one. These first 4, the foundation. Then we reach that point where we have to make a decision. Do we make the changes? Do we stay where we are, or do we choose to truly believe? You may choose to use a lot of believe. I have, for sure. And that frequency of orange essential oil, that energy that will bring about change, transformation, that golden yellow, the golden orange energy. This is where it all happens. This is that kind of a point of no return, because once you have entered those fires of transformation, I think I have that one here too, right here. Once we have chosen to truly transform our lives, that we are ready to move to a new level, then we won't go all the way back. So this is a biggie, and it's a decision to make. So accepting what we find when we do jump into that fire of transformation, we're going to change. Something's going to change in our lives. So understanding, accepting who we are, who others are, accepting where we are on our journey, and that is that energy of sacred frankincense and frankincense. That energy that can be held by the hematite. It's actually a metal rather than a crystal. It's not a true crystal. However, it is in with crystals. So these next 3, this one, and the following one, are key. These are the letting go steps. Really making that decision for change. Accepting whatever happens when the changes start, and releasing that 7th step. Releasing, letting go the energy of lemon essential oil and the crystal of citrine. This is that energy that will move us forward, just allowing us, supporting us to get through, to understand that it's okay to let go of our fear. If we are experiencing fear, and I must admit, I have been experiencing some fear in the last few weeks, and it is because I've lost my grounding. I've lost my connection. It was shaken. Maybe those earthquakes shook me in a little way that has changed things just enough to cause me to feel unbalanced. So what is the key? To go back to the beginning. Go back to that first step and see if it's a block. See if my energy is, I'm using my own true energy. That 2nd step, the lavender essential oil. If I have put some veils over, we now are wearing veils over our faces much of the time. Are you wearing your veil over your face to keep you from seeing who you truly are? So if it's one of those 3, or maybe just that not nurturing ourselves enough, every step is important. We can't skip steps. And whenever we run into an issue, going back to the basics, recreating our foundation is so important. Now, these have gotten us to that point where we can bring it all together. That's what today is all about, getting it all together, because this is that step where we draw in all of our true knowledge and abilities, all of the things that are inherently, divinely part of who we are. And you in the source reweaving, integrating, but reweaving yourself back the magnificent way that you were created to be. Wow, that's that energy of jasmine essential oil and the crystal of sugilite or blue lace agate or chirite. That's why I have on my sugilite bracelet today. And this is that energy that is so important. How can we possibly be all that we can be if we are not fully rewoven with all of our true knowledge and abilities? And if we are still holding on to things of the past, things that are no longer serving us, we can't get to this step. And then this is the real key. This ninth step, this getting everything to work together in harmony. This is that frequency held by ylang-ylang essential oil and can be held by the crystal of rose quartz. Having everything does not make anything happen. It is when everything is working together in harmony that massive things can be accomplished. Things far greater than ever dreamed before. And then once these are the 9 real steps to getting it all together. These 2 are really the getting everything together. Really recreating yourself. The 10th one is the leadership glyph. This is that frequency, that golden white frequency anchored by sandalwood and sacred sandalwood essential oils. The energy that is tiger's eye. I have my big tiger's eye that I've had for almost 20 years. I have on my bracelet. This is that leadership is all about just being who you are and allowing that frequency to go out, to expand out, to radiate from you in every way. This is not a difficult when you have the first 9 steps. So as we are going through these cycles, right now we are completing that letting go stage and we're ready. We are actually together. And this is with the new moon tomorrow to begin the creation of your dreams. What have you been choosing to manifest in your life? This is that frequency, that energy that will support you in bringing together, in creating whatever it is you are choosing to have. We have to let go, get rid of the things we're choosing not to have and the things that are not supporting us that we may have been holding on to. And now is this opportunity to focus on manifesting. So only if we know what we choose not to have in our lives are we really able to move forward. And this is why this refinement process is so very important. That creating your refinement list, your list of things that you choose to have in your life, which may not be as important as that list of things you choose not to allow in your life, because we have to make room for the things we choose to manifest. Does that make sense? So it's all a great, wonderful, happy process, and these cycles allow us to start again, and we start again at a different level. We may have jumped a big level. We may be pretty much the same level if we haven't done a whole lot. No reason for guilt. Guilt is a biggie in my book. It's one of my top 3 things that I choose not to have in my life. However, they creep in when I don't pay attention. So it's all about paying attention, and we're going to play with more of that over the next weeks. The key is still, we have to just make the decision to get started. So I challenge you this week to go back to that refinement list. Really pay attention to it. Go through these steps, these simple steps. Note that I say simple, not easy, because simple, it's very simple, just building process. Easy means it doesn't take any effort. And we don't move forward if we don't exert some effort. Would you agree? So I challenge each of you to really pay attention. Look at that list again. Download your app on your phone. If you have any of our other things, remember I'm choosing to live in my sacred space all the time, where all of the chaos of the outer world is gone. I have my strong connection with the source and all of the balancing, harmonious energies around me with strong boundaries to keep the stuff outside that really and truly is knocking me off balance, creating challenges. So I'm choosing to have, because this is a big thing for me, and the one that I'm blocked on more than any other, more joy in my life. Joy in every moment. Joy that I am here. Joy for the things that I have already created and the things that I know I can create because I am choosing to let go of the things that are holding me back. So have a beautiful, beautiful, happy, happy week, and I look forward to seeing you again next Sunday.